Imagine this. Every single person on Earth, over 8 billion of US decides to do one thing at the exact same time. We all gather together, bend our knees, and jump. What would actually happen? Would the Earth wobble off its axis? Would continents crack open? Would it cause a global earthquake? Or would it just be a really awkward group exercise? Let's find out. First, let's set the scene. Picture everyone on the planet packed shoulder to shoulder into one giant open field. Doesn't matter how, teleporter, billionaire logistics team, whatever. The point is, we're all in the same place. That means we're not spread out across different time zones. No delays, no excuses. When someone yells 3, 2, 1, jump, the entire human species leaves the ground together. Now, how much force are we talking about? The average person weighs about 137 pounds, or 62 kilograms. Multiply that by 8 billion, and you get about 500 billion kilograms of humanity. That's like piling up 1,000 Great Pyramids of Giza, but made out of people. When we all push off the ground, we're giving the Earth a little shove in the opposite direction. That's just Newton's third law. Push something, it pushes back. But here's the thing. The Earth is unbelievably massive. It weighs about 6 septillion kilograms. That's a 6 with 24 zeros. Compared to that, our 500 billion kilograms is basically nothing. So yes, technically, when we jump, the Earth does move. But how much? About 1/100th of the width of a single hydrogen atom. That's so tiny it makes ants look like skyscrapers. In other words, the planet doesn't even notice. Okay, but what about when we land? All 8 billion of us come crashing back down at the same moment. That's got to shake things up, right? Well, sort of. The combined impact would be about equal to a magnitude for earthquake. Not world-ending, but definitely enough to rattle dishes, knock some stuff off shelves, and make seismologists panic until they realize what happened. But here's the twist. Earthquakes spread out from underground faults, releasing built-up energy across huge areas. Our mega jump wouldn't be like that. It would just be one giant synchronized thud in one place. So instead of global devastation, we'd basically just destroy whatever unlucky city we landed on. Roads would crack, buildings would collapse, and that entire region would be turned into rubble. The rest of the world barely notices. And there's another catch. Remember? We had to teleport everyone to the same field to make this work? Once we're all crammed into one spot, things get complicated. First problem, space. Even if you packed us like sardines, standing shoulder to shoulder, you'd need a flat area about the size of Rhode Island. Second problem, food, water, and bathrooms. But hey, let's not overthink the logistics, so what's the actual takeaway? If everyone jumped at once, the Earth wouldn't care. It wouldn't fall out of orbit. It wouldn't tilt on its axis. The universe wouldn't implode. The only real effect would be a big local disaster right where we landed. And then we'd all be stuck in Rhode Island with no food and very confused expressions. The funny part is, we humans like to think of ourselves as powerful enough to change the planet in a single action. But compared to Earth, we're featherweights. We can pollute, deforest, and alter the climate over decades. Sure. But one big jump, not even a scratch dot. So in the end, the answer is, if everyone jumped at once, the most dramatic thing would be 8 billion people realizing they forgot to plan how to get home. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into weird science questions, hit that like button. Drop a comment about what if scenario you want to see next. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Because hey, asking impossible questions is way more fun than doing 8 billion jumping jacks.